Yo, hey, once again, we're out in fresh air. It's nice. So I'm always going out live. People ask me a lot of questions about it, and I'm going to make some commentary videos about these live sessions. So it's just me commenting, and you'll get the best parts of the live sessions. And I'll tell you why I do things the way I do. Let's start out with one of my favorites. It's Black Suited Spider-Man, taken from the movie Spider-Man 3 and the game, the PS5 game, when Spider-Man is trying to take off the symbiote suit. So let's go, let's do this.
I made this like a couple of months ago. I wanted to experiment and have a little fun. And we were playing around, me and my kid, with the PS5 Spider-Man 2 that came out. We played it a lot and had a good time, enjoying the surprises, of course, in the game. We had, spoiler alert, Venom as the big bad. We had the symbiotes and the black-suited Spider-Man, of course. It was a good game, and it also made me remember Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. That in my book is not the worst film ever. I rather enjoyed it because it's Sam Raimi. He knows what he's doing. So the thing with this was to train and to play around with the white ink that I was starting out experimenting with. Even remember buying some all black paper to experiment with that too. The effects were satisfactory, but you need bigger and different sizes of white ink too. I'll leave that to later to experiment with. So of course one of the scenes in Sam Raimi's movie was when Spider-Man tries to take off the symbiote suit. This is of course taken from the comic book. Peter Parker tries to rip the suit off, but in the comic book, remembering that Mr. Fantastic told him that the symbiote is sensitive to sound. And of course he successfully takes off the suit after a lot of fighting and struggling. Let's go through the process. I always start with pencil work and mainly the outlines to see what it is I want. So we start out with the pose. I know that it's Peter Parker ripping off the symbiote. So I wanted his fists and hands to the sides, almost in front of his face, like he's ripping it off the face and chest in the same time. So when I have a pose that I really want, I'll start to ink the outlines. Inking the outlines is pretty easy, it goes fast. But of course you need to be careful, don't go out the lines and don't ad-lib or you'll destroy the piece. With the outlines, I also in the same times put out the details for some muscles so I know where they are, and some details for where the mouth is. He is fighting to take off the symbiote, so he's biting his jaw. I knew I wanted half of the face in the Spider-Man mask, but I wanted his face to show too, so we know that it's Peter and he's fighting to take it off. I continue with some more detailing with muscles. Sometimes the suit don't need to be all black, you can leave a lot of white in it. We can direct the lights. But this is going to be a traditional black suit. The thing with this one is to have the background all black too, which I give a good effect. And then I start to erase everything under it because the pencil work is at this point annoying. Here you need to be careful because you can destroy the paper easily. And now you can see clearly it's pretty clean. You can see all the outlines and the preparations for the muscles, and you can see the face. And at this stage I know the background will be black, so I put out a little bit of hair so I know where the hair will be when I color it all black, the background. And of course I will use the white ink to increase the hair. And now it's the black suit that we want to fill in. Because it's all black, then it's fairly easy to fill in. And the guides I put out for the muscles, I leave some white. You will not have the suit all black. If the background is black, then the suit will disappear in that darkness. So if we leave the outlines with a bit of white, then the background will not disturb the outlines of the suit, and Peter will not disappear in the darkness. And now I start with the background and I stay very close to the outline, not destroying the white outlines I just created. And when that is done, I start to fill in with a black ink, taking a thicker one, of course. Today I have even a mega thick one. And then we continue filling in the black suit. I didn't know exactly how I was going to make the effects of the symbiote / suit ripping off his chest and face. So I created an effect like holes close to the suit, and these holes getting bigger in the hole of the big chest where the suit used to be, and the Spider-Man symbol, of course. And now we can see that we have an effect of the suit ripping off from the chest. And now I decided on the light. I wanted some light coming from under him, so I put some shadowing from the nose going up to the eye. And then I put out some details on the muscles. And after this I continue with more details on the ripping suit. And now I start with the white ink. I increase the muscles. And like I said before, I increase the hair too. And of course I'll increase the ripping of the suit with some white ink. So we'll have black and white increasing this effect. And this is exactly what I wanted when I started this, and it's what we got. And of course this symbiote is like a glue, he can't get it off, and he finally gets it off with big noises from the big bells of the church, which the symbiotes don't like. It's the weakness of the symbiote. Big noises and I believe fire. When I drew this, I was thinking to myself, I hope Spidey don't have a hairy chest. It will be extremely painful ripping this off. And this was the end results, which was better than I thought it would be. And that's one of the surprises that's always very welcome. Because when you have a vision, it can either go really bad or really good. After this piece, I started to experiment more with the white ink on black. The results are pretty amazing. You should try this out. It is a lot of fun, and you can create your own special effects and illusions. I really hope this was helpful. You can see the whole session without any cuts and in normal speed. So that's it for this time. Thank you for your time. Hopefully I'll see you next week, where I'll go through a new piece. I'll choose one of my favorites and go through the process together with you. Now have a nice week, and I'll see you pretty soon.